Hello, everybody. We're the Normies, and today we are going to talk about episode 2 of season 1 of the Legend of Vox Machina. This is the Terror of Tal'Dorei part 2, almost like a part 2 to the pilot. I've just called this whole premiere 2 parts. We're discussing the second part. And who are we once again here on the couch?
I'm Pat.
Nubby.
I'm Spidey.
I'm Surge.
I'm Rena. And can we just please, before we talk about the opening song and everything, talk about how graphic? You said it was an adult, animation last episode. This episode shows us that it was graphic as hell with Keurig's unit out there trying to defeat him. Essentially, now that we know who he's fighting, and just the animation of that poor woman with the skeleton and screaming. Normally, I think people just die instantly and everything. That scared me. They were suffering through it, and that was just so graphic, and I felt that on her behalf too.
He said, "Fuck on."
And I think that made so much sense that he was the dragon, because when his team is going down, he's nowhere to be found. We barely see him, so he sped off and just turned to dragon. I was like, I'm gonna destroy all these people that I just brought Morel up for.
Yeah, it's kind of a messed up plot.
It's so messed up.
What the hell were you doing, bro?
Oh my god, he is
So messed
insane. I'm so happy we figured out who he was.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was the woman who got burned, scorched, was Felicia Day.
No way!
Remember, she's one of the potentials from Buffy season 7. She's a big actress that Joss Whedon has used.
This is hilarious. This
shot
so
of her being burned.
Yeah.
so graphic.
So graphic.
Being electrocuted.
It goes on for a second or two.
Her eyes.
You see one of the soldiers before that, in front of her fall down, who's his body was incinerated, burned. This was scary.
Or the one whose head just went through the tree.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my
Or
god.
this is worse than the guy who was dropped.
Yeah.
This made me feel like Invincible. The way things were just brutal.
Well, this is where you've seen Game of Thrones, where Dragonfire, what it does to people in a very realistic live action setting, and that is cool in and of itself. But in an animation setting, to go this graphic, you can't show these almost over exaggerated details that make it more haunting. Because look at her eyes.
Look at her teeth. I swear her
swollen.
teeth are also being burnt. As look, it's insane.
Yeah, so her skin incinerated before the armor.
I mean, it's,
Teeth shouldn't
so
even
that's why
burn
her
like that.
face has incinerated, because the rest has armor on, so
Yeah.
you can see her whole body, but you can see the face.
Good detail.
It
You
is
think,
very
does
dark.
Dragonfire burn teeth? I don't think teeth can burn.
She's melting.
But Dragonfire is more than a fire,
Dragonfire
so
will
I will
definitely-
give it whatever.
Yeah.
Dragonfire can do it.
Probably.
Oh my god, it's actually insane. This
Bro,
whole
that's-
the first 2 minutes of this episode was what?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, we got our intro, where we had a nice little
It's cute.
character showcase. I was hoping for some cool titles, like Vex, and it help out you guys who aren't super familiar with all the character names yet and everything.
Yeah,
But
we'll learn
you'll
them.
get
I think
there.
we learned them for this one. I think the only thing that confuses sometimes is because I have a habit of watching subtitles instead of watching it. So that will say the name, and then I'm who the hell said this? Who is this? And I'm that must be it, instead of just paying attention to the show and just letting it play out.
Yeah.
I have to remind myself continuously, let's do that.
Yeah.
But I think the scene of them petting Trinket was my favorite.
The guards, yeah.
Logic is all over.
Do you think that was that Logic?
Logic.
That's
You can go back on 10
didn't
seconds
speak
maybe.
in this one, so I doubt he came back. But the guard was Logic.
Well, you could
in
heard him
previous
go.
one.
And that's just so relatable, honestly. All of us when we see a pet out or one of our pets at home, it's just so relatable to be oh, I just can't help it.
So this one Logic didn't come back, so it was only for first episode.
Look, and then Trinket's face. He was like, "Hey, why'd you stop?"
Yeah. And then he went around the group with everybody and somebody else.
Right.
Somebody else
Someone
pet
pet
me.
me.
Yeah.
No, that was relatable. Another thing in this scene that I felt was totally relatable is when Grog was I didn't catch any of the names.
Yeah.
I think that
I was
was
like,
just,
"That's me."
I think that was something for the audience because all these names in a new show and everything, you're still learning. I don't know if that was for us, but that's the way I took it.
Yeah.
I think it's even in me in a setting when I
Yeah.
hear someone's name, sometimes it will just go right out of me.
Seriously,
yeah.
it's
And
so
I'm
bad.
I'm even aware of it. All right, hey Travis, nice to meet you. And then 10 seconds later, I'm like, who the fuck was that guy? I don't know.
Bro, you just gotta let people know off top.
Yeah.
I will ask again.
Yeah, that's usually what I
that's
would.
good.
Yeah. I've been doing better at that, asking, because I repeat it again, because as soon as I say name, it's
Yeah.
Seconds, like,
If I had the ball, I don't know what movie it was. Was it House Bunny with Anna Faris?
Oh, she goes,
Sarah!
It's that way. Remember people's names.
That's the most memorable part of that movie because I'm like, that would actually work.
she's always like,
Thomas. Like I'll remember being weird and saying Thomas.
have you guys seen this movie?
No.
Oh my god, you'll have to watch it because she'll be like, "Hi, what's your name?" And she'll be like, "It's nice to meet you, Thomas."
Yeah, like I was like, I'm sorry, this is what I do to try to remember your name. Make like a weird, loud, awkward pronunciation of it. Like,
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so
really
funny.
Yeah, and then,
yeah, that was a really funny one.
yeah, and we meet Gilmore after this scene, which was
That was
I
fun.
felt things for Gilmore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So cute.
I felt things. I don't
Sunil
know.
Malhotra.
Oh, it's not Matt
Gilmore.
Mercer. Okay, I'm sorry.
Sunil, nice.
It's Sunil
I
Malhotra.
love the last name Malhotra.
It was Matt Mercer in the campaign. I'm sorry, Sunil.
Nice.
Very good. I still think it's funny when Matt and Liam are flirting in the campaign, though. And like, because Matt will be all like he'll try to bring it out of Liam more, and everyone's just laughing and cracking up.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
No, this we got a little smut book out there for our smut lovers, which if
That's
you
you.
go,
Tusk Love.
Tusk Love.
if you go to these conventions like PopCon or Anime NYC or Gen Con and all these, they actually have like books now like portraying this stuff, and I love it. 'Cause
This is funny because
it's just so.
I think it's an orc. Grog might be a half orc. I'm not sure. But orcs have like the little tooth thing like coming out of their
Yeah.
mouth. So it's like the tusk. It's their tusks.
Tusk
Is
Love.
Tusk Love.
this a book somewhere by now already?
Oh,
I don't know.
I hope so.
I don't think so, but that's really funny.
That'd be
so
hilarious.
funny.
Yeah, can we hear what advice he did give? Because none of us heard his advice.
He said
Yeah.
that they were arrogant and stuff.
Yeah.
Not that I can relate.
Hold on. He said weaknesses, eh? They're egomaniacs, but what does that have to do with it?
Hate being insulted and have tremendous vanity. Okay.
Okay. Not that I can relate. But yeah, I don't know if there's no simple way. I think they just ended up using their own individual tactics,
No,
And
here
then
he
in the
used
book,
it
he
to.
sees the thing leading down to the neck.
Yeah, that's what helped.
because that's where that's where he ripped it open when he got launched.
She'll find defeat
Gorge
in
where
the
the
gorge
twin
where the
rivers meet.
The gorge where the twin rivers
Gotcha.
meet. They had to make it all poetic and shit.
Yeah.
Like, where's the
Couldn't
gorge
have
where
been
the
like
twin
it's in the neck.
Yeah, right. With the V in the neck. But yeah.
If they just say it, what's
Right.
the point of the mystery?
Really? Back then
Yeah.
it was hard to say things like that too, I guess.
Yeah, can we say that we totally judged Vince by the cover?
Oh man, poor
Yeah.
guy, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Poor
this blue
guy.
guy. So what?
he knew
evil
it, too.
drow
He
looking
figured it out.
motherfucker.
But
yeah.
Vex made eye contact with him when the noise was happening. What else was I supposed to know?
I think
I guess
he
he was standing right in front of the
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
guy.
Maybe he was like, "Yo, do you hear that shit too?"
Creed. Yeah. And he just, it just goes to show, don't just look evil.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Stop
Just
doing that.
don't look evil.
We shouldn't judge it just because someone looks evil doesn't mean
We shouldn't
they
judge
are
it.
evil.
I
Yeah.
mean, he was,
But also look at yourself in the mirror and just be like, do I look evil?
Right, do I look evil?
I should try not to do anything that makes me appear even more evil.
Bro,
if you
would
can't
I
help
trust
it?
me if I saw me in a trench coat?
Yeah, do I have a resting bitch face? I probably should act differently.
what if you're just bored now?
But I think that makes sense in the first episode. Like Krieg was very quick. They were like, "Oh yeah, let's send this group." The group who definitely
Yeah.
looked like not heroes.
He seemed
They-
like the hopeful, fun, accented man. Like, oh, you lads, how did you survive?
Yeah,
that?"
I'm like, how did you
It's
make
like,
that out?
Oh, no,
Like, oh
no,
my god,
he's
we just
angry.
hid.
This
But
is
yeah, poor
awesome.
Vince. We're sorry,
Yeah.
Vince.
The funny,
Sad that you're
R.I.P.
dead.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
buddy.
Stabbed in the heart.
Scanlan called him a taint raisin. I
Taint
just never
raisin,
heard
goat,
some of these-
goat fucker, goat
Yeah,
something.
Goat groper.
Goat
Groper.
groper.
Yeah,
And then
it's
a cow
fucker
chicken
or something.
fucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A skanky goat.
Skanky
groper.
Yeah.
Not only do you grope goats, but you're
Skanky
fucking
about
skanky.
it.
Last
You don't even
episode
have
they said
quality.
something about like a wet ain't something.
Wet,
Somebody
whoever
wet
fart.
What fart? I saw something.
But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, lockpicking is a big part of D&D too. You have to have a good lockpick skill.
Makes
Rogues
sense.
are usually good at that, or like, it just depends on your skill. I think we would have a lot of fun playing
We
a
would.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would.
And,
we
we
will
could
try
even
to
like
make time for sure to play this.
we could even like make our characters slowly over time, and when we're finally ready, we'll have our characters because you're supposed to make your own history, backstory figure like what you're good at, what you're bad at.
There's some app you told me to download, and I have made one.
Oh,
Yeah.
D&D Beyond.
I have a
Makes it
friend
really
who
easy.
also do a dungeon master, and she gave me a whole app. As soon as she downloaded, I was like, "This is too much
It's too
information.
much.
Yeah.
Like this is a lot."
It is. I feel like a lot of us have some different, like, really, like, natural, real life backgrounds, so we can all can do it. Like, you know, I'm like I'm from Jordan too, guys. Yes, so I'd be something from like the Middle East, kind of whatever.
I feel like
Are you from Jordan?
Stop it.
you're gonna be someone from Zodiac Academy or one of the books that you're reading.
Oh, stop pretending like you know.
You're gonna be Gus Ryder.
Gus Ryder.
That's Lasso.
West Ryder.
That's his
So
brother.
funny.
Gus Ryder and West Ryder.
But like for real though, like or like Nevi, like she was a cadet in like college and stuff. Like we all.
Oh yeah, I could see you like a detective
You
cop
know-
type of role in
Like Sherlock Holmes.
That would be funny.
Pat from Africa or something.
Who did Pat get assigned to as a one of a character?
I told him he'd be Grog. I said you're Grog.
It is so
What do you wanna
obvious
be?
you're Grog.
Don't let him dictate it. What
It
you
is
want to
obvious
be?
as hell that you're Grog.
I want to be with Rex.
You want to be
You
what?
want to be back?
Rex, because he got the hot sister.
Who's Vex?
So you want to
Just
be the guy
because
with
you
the
have a
hot
hot
sister?
sister.
But they
Be somebody
truly have a
else.
thing for each other.
They do not.
No.
Yeah, they do. They said we finally got a house together.
Yeah, because they're orphans.
Twins.
Their mom died. The dragon killed them.
As a family,
And they said that you ruined a moment. So
Yeah, because they're
oh,
They were bros sissing out. You know?
I don't have moments with my brother.
Why
Oh,
don't
shut
you?
up.
You
Shut
should
up.
probably.
Wait. You would have moments with your sister?
He doesn't have a
Because you-
sister, so he doesn't know. Apparently.
You thought he was fucking
you're
his
obviously
sister?
Grog. It is so obvious.
You're Grog.
Yeah, you went back to
proves
Grog.
it.
Yeah, you're so obvious.
We all agreed on it now.
Yeah.
We were late.
Also, Grog, you are right. He looks like one of the Mullen twins, and that's also the
Yeah.
Invincible show. So I just wonder if they used the same, you know.
Yeah.
Same animation.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
I think
I'm
so
dead.
I put Navi as Vex.
Oh, I
And then
see.
I think Spidey, I can't remember. You're either Vax or Percy, and then Mickey was either Vax or Percy. One of you
Nice.
was, yeah.
Marquetta's Pike, right?
Marquetta's Pike. for
Yeah,
sure.
she's Pike.
Pike. She was also Pike in the Attack on Titan.
That's awesome.
There you go. You can give Marquetta a piggyback ride because you're proud. All right. Well,
Wait.
the dragon fight. Let's
Yes.
talk about
I
that.
thought, I'm sorry. I thought
Yeah.
you were like, I
No,
was like,
no,
no,
I'm
like, I
sorry.
still have like 5 notes.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go on. His name was, I guess, Brimsight.
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 I thought for a
Talking
second.
about himself in third
Yeah,
person.
I thought
mean-
you knew another dragon and you're a different dragon. Oh no, you're that
I
dragon.
mean, you are that egomaniac. I guess that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yep.
I'm thinking of it like as like this form. You know what I mean? Like you met my Did he
Gotcha.
say my Brimsap or what did he say?
You
afterwards
said like
then?
you escaped Bremsire.
But that's how he meant it. You're right. Like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
The form.
He's still holier than thou, pompous,
Right.
egotistical.
He is, and that's how they got his ass. They're like on the bottom. He's like, "You can't defeat me. I am Ironstorm. I am this."
Yeah. I would really like to know. I hope this is not the last time we see dragons because clearly there's more to it. Like dragons can turn human beings. Do people know about this? Like if they know, like have we been like there's more. So I'm hoping that we kind of bring back to it. It's like there's a whole lore that
And
we
I
learn.
think like the king even mentioned that's why they kept him as protectors of the realm. They're like, we think there's more. You know, this was like the tip of the iceberg.
I assumed there was more as in
Yeah.
like he meant monsters, not necessarily just dragons.
That's
but
it,
I mean
yeah.
if it's just dragons, let's find out more.
Back can you, well, this scene's so sick I don't want to stop it.
Yeah,
But,
it's so
can you go
sick.
back to right before they go into the painting? The rug on the
In the
floor
booty.
had the
5 dragons.
Yes, I was thinking
different
5,
colors.
right? Like, why would he
Smart-
have that flag made
smartsicle.
kind of a thing?
Oh,
yeah,
that
yeah,
is-
yeah.
Like different
Right.
clans or
Thinking.
something. Yeah,
So
like a
then
5
So
colors.
Pike was the blue
Yeah.
one.
Wait,
Or
and then
gray.
we know that the red one
Not
killed
Pike,
their
sorry.
parents.
Not Pike, Bremsire.
Brimsire.
Yeah.
Bremsire, yeah.
Because he was gray blue
It's like
essentially.
maybe like a 5 dragon clan or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the other ones that are other people.
Yeah, because he did say blue dragon, so he's the blue dragon.
Yeah.
So there's
Yeah,
and then they
bro.
did and one of them from the councilman were talking about the red dragon a long time ago that they
Yeah.
had defeated.
And the
That's totally
painting
true.
was of a red dragon.
Fine.
Sexy
human.
dragon.
Dragonborn
Fine.
type.
Should we get that just to hang it here? Do you guys want one?
Well,
Yeah.
it's science.
You can be
For
dragonborn.
science.
I'm sad that this room and it's like the cave with all the gold and everything was basically demolished.
Yeah.
But they got their own keep and they got their own golden end and everything. But there's a lot of informative stuff in here, it feels like.
It looked like it was melting. That was a cool effect because
Yeah.
everything was
from
just
a-
heating up. It made sense, right?
The floor was lava.
I'd be nervous, man. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
anything you step in could burn your ankle off. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
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 Our group did a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
They did. And
And
now
I-
we're part of the council, which I'm like, what is that going to entail?
Yeah.
Not
We-
part of council.
we got a
but just
job.
part. Yeah, we have a job.
Yeah, you get a
every
job, you get
time.
keys, you get a deed. Very little experience I had with D&D. We got that like in keep, remember?
Yeah.
In the campaign we just never have continued yet.
No.
But yeah, we killed
got-
we killed this old hag.
And then we got like
the
a
deed
bar.
to the haunted bar that she
Good God.
killed her in. It's like 4 stories.
It's haunted now because
Pat has
her
been-
body's there.
Yeah.
It's haunted by her.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's been haunted, but we
okay.
took it over, and Pat's gonna make it into a brothel. On one floor, we're
Nice.
gonna have a bar on the first floor. But
Nice.
it's been a while though. We haven't played.
Now, to make a brothel, do you also roll the dice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta like. Actually, I don't know. It's however the DM wants to
But
do
yeah,
it. Like,
the
do they want you
DM
to go
decides
through
what
the
number you gotta
rigmarole,
hit.
Like hiring people, or will they
Gotcha.
just
It's
let
like
you do
roll
it?
for bad
So like if
bitches.
I want to,
You got one. You are stuck with whatever
Right.
is left.
you gotta have good charisma and good initiatives to like do stuff like that. So that's why you gotta get a roll. So you gotta make sure your guy has enough initiative to do something like that.
Yeah. No, that's exciting. This was a great episode.
Yeah, and don't forget, we met Lady and Lord Briarwood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's still around.
That could
Yeah.
also be a whole clan of dragons, I
Yeah, they're
guess.
savages.
instead
I
of
guess we're gonna
vampires.
find out. It's like a little preview into the next story beat or whatever. So.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Oh.
man put his fingers through another man's
Yeah.
rib cage
Yeah.
and then threw a tree at them.
He has
Yeah.
to be a dragon.
He's something. Yeah, you're not
Yeah.
a dude.
And the sun is still out. I like how we were like, vampires!
Yeah.
I'm set though.
I was literally making a joke that Desmond looked like a
he
vampire.
has a look. He does
has a
have
look.
that
Like,
this man
vampire
looks
look.
dead.
We
Silas.
just saw a dragon turn to
Yeah.
human being like, nope, vampire.
Fuck the dragon story.
Castlevania
There's a
straight
vampire
up.
here.
Silas is voiced by
Matt
Matthew
Mercer. So I think Matt Mercer has such a fun role, not having like being a main role essentially, but he's just like everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, where is he today? What's he doing
essentially,
today?
as the DM, like that's
Yeah.
what he's doing. He's voicing all the random characters that
It's
they're all
so
interacting with. So
cool.
anybody in the world, he's like, "Hello, how are you?" And like, so he'll slip in, and then he'll be like, and then he makes a sound like, he does like the weird sound effects and
I
stuff.
love it.
And they'll be like, "Matt, what was that sound again? What is he?" And he's like,
Oh,
it's just the same exact way. And then Grey Griffin is Delilah Briarwood.
Delilah.
She
Sounds
is
familiar.
Azula, I believe.
Yeah, that's what it
I
is.
believe-
Batman Arkham City.
Wait, is she?
No?
I don't.
You
Azula.
fake
We gotta-
news.
We gotta check. I could be wrong.
Grey Griffin.
That's
Yeah,
a cool
right there.
name.
Did she?
Grey
That's
Delilah.
great light.
Grey Delilah. Okay.
But it has the same
who's-
picture
Sometimes
though.
credited as Grey Griffin as
Okay.
an American voice actor.
Okay, so great. Yeah.
Are they the
Same
same
person?
person?
Yeah,
Grey
sometimes
Delilah.
credited as Grey Griffin is American voice
Yeah.
actress.
Okay.
Grey Delilah.
Delisle.
I thought she had gotten married and changed it to Griffin, but I knew that was her face.
Yes, okay.
She
So,
That's her
yeah,
posing with Kagumi. Is she also an Inuyasha?
probably prolific voice actors. Though the fact that these people made this show and they're all prolific voice actors, they probably had a lot of pull from just people they know. Like, hey,
They
do you
just have
want to do
friends.
this? Do you wanna
Yeah.
do this? And then
Yeah.
it was probably very easy for them to get people's schedule and involvement. So we're gonna move on, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little extendo discussion. Stay subscribed here on the podcast channel. We're gonna start putting some discussions for shows on here. So thank you for making the jump over. We're just trying to do something different for
Yeah.
this. So be on the lookout for episode 3. We'll see you then. If you want to watch the whole series right now, you can do so on our Patreon or Fourth Wall. So check it out.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.